Hey, everybody, welcome to Three Fat Truckers. We're your hosts. I'm Bill.
And this is Dave back.
This is Malia, late.
And this is Steve. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the show.
Truth
How
be
come
told,
didn't
you
say
weren't.
Steve on time.
Well, yeah, you were 5 minutes late. Truth be told, my other shows, those guys show up whenever the hell they want. They love driving me nuts with that.
Well, Malia, just so you know, we're doing this. This is the 10th, not the 9th. So
Okay, so everybody doesn't know. Bill put the 10th for the live stream.
yeah, I
instead of
screwed up
today.
the live stream date, but then
I was ready to go back to doing whatever I was doing since nobody was here at 7:30.
yeah,
Must
so
be tomorrow.
tomorrow,
it's not likely. In fact, there is nobody in the stream right now watching. But then again, it is Saturday night.
Hey, I
Anyway.
see Dave and Steve in here.
Yeah, Dave and
Mike-
Steve, those guys are always here. They're diehards. We
I
can
think
count
there
on
were
them.
some.
Oh,
I think
Mike
there are a
can get
couple
on.
stalkers or something.
That's fine. We need our stalkers. Episode 76, released on November 10th, 2024. Show notes will be linked in the description. This is our special post-election episode 2024. And man, have we got a lot to say about it. Well, the world has a lot to say about it, and we're just going to don't shoot the messenger.
so we're
Dave's
still
blurry.
picking up their asses.
Yeah. Dave, put your hand in front of your camera for about 2 seconds and then take it away. Now go away.
That's the way he always looks, Bill.
Maybe it's better. Maybe we're just drunk.
You're blurry.
Wow, I need to put my glasses on. Oh my.
That's what I was thinking.
What the hell happened there?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
There
we
it
go.
goes.
You're riding too fast. You're still on your quad.
See,
We
I
can't
know
see
it.
you.
Yeah. Before we get too far into here, how was your birthday, big boy? How was your trip?
Well, let me put it this way: 5 guys, no itinerary.
Hold on, 5
Wait,
guys.
burgers?
That's
Were there
great
burgers
burgers and
involved?
fries.
Yeah,
Shake.
5 guys, no itinerary. The 2 old guys that do all the leading said, "F it," and let the young boys lead the pack. And that was a little mistake because
Did you keep up?
that was the workout.
Hold on. First off, was Mike with you?
No,
Because the last story from the 4-wheel adventure with Mike, he got hurt, and it
just
was
a broken rib.
Oh, I'm so
not-
sore. I can't
just a
move.
broken
I'm
rib.
dying.
Oh, it was
He
something.
rolled down the hill, you know.
It was,
And there
See-
was no video evidence. That's what made me mad.
No, I didn't even see 4-wheelers. It's like a dirt bike. If you're going, you got to kind of stand up and lean with the ground and stuff, not just sit down and say, "Oh, I can just ride it down," and drop the front tire off and cartwheel down the hill we went. But we had 5 guys. We went no itinerary. We took a lot of beer. We had a great cabin. We had a great steak dinner. We rode all day Saturday, stopped and had a wonderful lunch. Rode.
Didn't even stop and say hi on the way back, did you?
No, we got up Saturday morning and went riding, or Sunday morning, went riding again till about noon and finally packed up and came home, got home at 5 o'clock. So perfect trip. I mean, the leaves were perfect. The weather was perfect.
Steve, go.
Steve and me and Bill and Tanner and Logan all went, and we just had a ball. It was just absolutely great. I mean, I could not ask for a better. We went and got a steak dinner at steakhouse in the town of Logan, and walked in there, and we were sitting at the bar. And before I got to the bar, there was a party going on. Some lady having a birthday, and I stopped and said, "Hope you brought cake for everybody." And she goes, "Nope, just for the birthday girl." And I said, "Well, I'm the birthday guy." So she sliced me off a big old cake. I sit down at the bar, and the guys go, "How the hell did you get a piece of cake? We ain't even ordered a beer yet."
I bet that went great together.
It was lemon cake. It was wonderful.
You know how it is, Bill, when you go in a restaurant with Dave.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
We've done it numerous times.
Yeah.
And the worst part about it, and this always happens, is he'll start bullshitting with the waitress, and he gets them fucking distracted, and then they fuck up our order.
And then they have
Every
to leave and
time.
come back 20 minutes later because they blacked
Yeah.
up other people they've got to wait on.
Or I always grab the waitress and pull her over, and I say, "Okay, sweetheart, I tip really good, no matter what he says.
Yeah.
Don't listen to him.
Don't
And
spit in my.
you're going to bring him what I tell you to bring him.
Well, that was funny because Bill says, I'm picking up dinner tonight for it's your birthday. So everybody handed me a 20 and I was going to give to the bartender for the tip. Well, she had a box of cupcakes behind the bar there too. And I said,
You buy the
"There ain't-"
cupcakes.
I said, there ain't cupcakes in there. She goes, yeah. And I held the money up. I said, can I buy one? She didn't know that was her tip money. And she goes, you don't have to buy one. And she handed me one and give it to me. And I go, oh, good. Just keep it for your tip then. It was like $80.
All
So,
right. Well,
Wonderful time. Wonderful time.
Good. Good.
Matter of fact, this is the first annual. We're going to go first week
annual.
of February.
First,
Everything's first annual. It's getting
Yep.
to the second annual's the problem.
Yep. Second annual, we'll see. But speaking of second and third annual, we got a Bill's Steakhouse coming up here. And
yeah, that's our
end
Black
of the
Friday
month.
dinner, and it's actually going to be on Black Friday this year, which is
Up
pretty
there in Michigan,
fantastic.
so
Yeah.
Malia,
After I
we
got
can tell you
home.
are
about
you gonna
this.
make reservations?
You don't need to.
I'll tell you
But
what,
it's there on
if
Black Friday,
It's on. What time do you guys go up? What time you eat up there?
4
6?
o'clock. We're going to
They
get there at
open
4.
right at 4
I'd have
o'clock.
to take off that Friday and drive all the way up there.
It's worth it.
I'll buy you
Oh,
dinner.
you've been there. You've been there.
He knows.
I've been
He's
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Him
what,
and his
4
mom
years
and
ago,
yeah.
3 or 4 years ago.
Well,
So-
if I did go, I'd get $20 off because your sister-in-law still owes me $20.
That's true. You would. Yeah. They'll be there
Forgot
too.
about
So,
We bet on the Ohio State games. I haven't betted nothing this year yet. See, I ain't talked to her.
It's a lot of fun, though. I'm looking
so
forward
you
to
can
it.
run up north and grab a case and bring her down and have dinner with us, Malia.
Oh yeah, it's in Michigan.
Yeah. It's in Bronson.
Oh yeah,
Michigan.
she can go then. Yeah,
Yep. So,
Bronston.
nice.
Well, you know what, guys? We've only got so much time. Why don't we get into it? Election
Oh,
2024.
get your glasses on,
There's
Granny.
two kinds of people in this election.
Oh,
right
you guys
here.
gonna make me read all this?
Oh, hell yeah. The last one on always has to read. I mean,
I'm not the last one. I was a mail-in vote.
So, in case
I
you were
still count.
in case you were under a rock, and even if you
They're
were
still
under a
counting.
rock, you probably still know that Trump,
there's no hanging chads this year.
Donald Trump, won the election, and he won it full stop, fair and square. No, there are no debates this time around.
No
Popular
recounts.
Won the popular vote as well as
Most
the
votes,
electoral
just-
vote,
crazy.
and there's a lot. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of
Well,
lot
I
of
think Dave
pointing fingers.
Dave summed it all up in one text when he says, "You cannot F with our money."
Well, yeah, I mean.
That's
That's
what it
what it
was
comes
all
down
about.
to.
And you can't. So, okay, one of my favorite mistakes the Democrats made this year was patronizing the women that they were trying to get the votes out of. They put this fucking ad
yeah.
out on TV saying that, your vote, you don't have to tell anybody your vote. And they got this stupid thing where a guy and a girl goes in there and he's dressed in all,
And it's
redneck,
Trump.
his Trump paraphernalia. And did you vote for the right guy? I sure
And it-
did.
And then they sat there and called men misogynists.
Yeah.
They're rapists, whatever. And then they go,
You're
how
saying
come you
two
ain't
things.
voting for us?
You're saying two things with that ad. You're saying that all men that voted for Trump or support Trump are wife beaters, and all of the women are diminutive.
Boo!
All the women are diminutive, battered wallflowers. That's
Yeah.
what you're saying with these messages. And what a surprise when you don't get the result that you were shooting
Well, I was
for.
so surprised that they ended up picking her out of the pool. I mean, I don't
Joe
know how big
Biden
the pool
did.
was, but I mean, I would have thought Michelle Obama if there was wanting.
She didn't
do it.
want it. She don't want to.
But I'm saying, I think she
Yeah.
would have had a better chance than Harris.
they'd have
Probably
done
did.
better if they'd have run a primary when Joe was dropping out. But
She-
they forced
the-
Joe out,
They
and
their
they didn't
whole
have time.
their whole party has abandoned the working class,
Yep.
Yeah,
and there's
absolutely.
no look. I'm not a huge. I'm going to come out and say it. I never was a huge supporter of Trump because I've never cared much for his style of leadership. I'm not going to get into it any more beyond that, but I'm not one of those not my president kind of people. I'm an old soldier, so he's my commander in chief. I'm going to get behind him. I'm going to support him because he is my president. But at the same time, I recognize that we've come to a place where, the Democrats, I don't know. I think if they don't come out with somebody in the next election that has a serious idea of the state of life or the way of life of normal people in this country. If they
mean
don't
woke?
do
It
something
didn't
like
work?
that, God, they
Well,
push
for
so
one, you
hard
gotta
against
park
that
the
shit,
killing
didn't they?
baby bus. You gotta park that bus.
They push
Why have the
so
killing baby bus
hard.
at all the rallies? I don't understand that.
They see now that I hope. Well, I would imagine they see now that regular Americans are just completely fed up. with
Real
all of
women
the-
don't vote for killing babies. That's what
You
they
can
found
you can
out.
roll right down in here in the show notes and see what everybody did, from men to women to white men, white women, black men, black women. You can see where they voted. Latina men, same thing with women, and then they even break it down into age groups: men 18 to 29.
I got a question
women.
for you. All
Yep.
that information you have right there.
Yep.
How did they get that? Are they taking
them same polls
taking
that were
exit
wrong at the
polls
beginning.
after people have voted?
No, these are not exit polls.
because
These are
they
actual.
can't get that. You can't get the actual because it's all anonymous. So they're not going to sit in there and watch somebody put their polling ticket in and say, "Oh, this is a white guy. He's voting this age group, and he's voting for him." They don't have that information.
Not
They're
for
either
real,
taking
no.
an exit.
I
No,
don't-
they're either
I don't
taking an
know
exit
how-
poll at the end, or they're
It's polls.
speculating the whole thing. So it's
It's
all
polls.
speculation. So
I
everything
don't
you have
know
there
how
is just bullshit.
CBS. I don't know how CBS does it. And
They don't.
there's-
It's
they-
speculation. It's all
But
speculation.
it's interesting to talk about because I mean,
Oh yeah, no.
it's not hard to imagine based
Well,
on what we've
Indiana,
seen.
they know if you're white or not because you got to show a driver's license, so they know it's a male. They know my age group. They know
But they
what I
don't
am.
know who you
But they don't
voted
know how I
for.
voted.
It's
I
anonymous.
understand. I know, but they can look
You
at
know,
how the
so it's all
votes went.
speculation.
Right. Well, that's
I don't think
always,
you can compile that information into stuff like this.
That's
though.
why I
Yeah,
always
yeah.
said that you can't.
I mean,
tell
would
me
it-
that-
would-
You can't if it's actually anonymous, unless there's some way that they're able to track and tell.
But for fun, let's assume that this is all on the up and up.
Well, they got the eight. They even broke it down in incomes for
Yeah.
what went each way and stuff. I mean, it's good information, and like I said, you can track this.
It's about
to
the same way when they
2020.
do the census for everything, and you're supposed to mail in a thing and with all your information. It's all anonymous.
No, some of them
and-
come to the door and talk to you. They
Yeah,
don't do
yeah.
that as much now, but they used to do it a lot.
And back in the
Did it a
day,
lot.
Back in the
Grandpa,
old days.
They did it a lot in the Penthouse. What was the name of that? That little
Penthouse.
magazine, Penthouse.
Dear
Letters.
Penthouse.
Oh, dear. Penthouse Forum. Dear Penthouse.
Whenever I hear that, what I automatically think of is Bill Engvall talking, and he's like,
On Bob and Dom, yeah.
"No, he goes, I've never ran into a whole group cheerleaders in a VW bus before." I'm like, okay, that's 1970-ish.
Well,
Yeah.
all I know is
Now they
the
got Jeeps.
the pizza guys don't near smile as much as they ought to.
Oh yeah, you used to get free pizza giving pizza.
I mean, wasn't it you ordered extra mushroom
don't have any
and you know you were
money.
getting extra
The one
mushroom
where you
with the-
open the lid and there's the guy's wiener sticking out.
Malia's like really lost because she doesn't know what we're talking about.
and as usual,
We
Okay,
made
hold on.
it.
Let me think of a scenario for your age group. Hold on.
Malia, what happened to the popcorn in the Blue Theater?
So when you got your participation
Theater.
trophy,
Police cinema downtown. Did you mop
Popcorn with the
floors
hole in
there?
the bottom. There really ain't popcorn in there, but
You didn't want to be the guy mopping the floors.
Oh,
That's true.
my.
you know what I think would be fun? Take you a
No.
squirt.
You're talking to
You know,
somebody
he
who
goes
owns
to
a
mopping
cleaning
floors
company.
wanting to be fun.
No, you get you a squirt gun and you get you some Ivory dish soap and mix it with a little bit of water and put it in that squirt gun.
oh, and sit behind somebody and squirt them.
Oh my!
Oh, sorry. Excuse me, buddy.
Oh my God.
That one got away.
And then get up and leave.
It's hair gel. It's all it is, hair gel.
Anyway,
Mary.
election.
I was gonna say, isn't that a movie? Like,
Yeah, you guys got it.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
So and yeah, election. Let's get back on topic. I'm-
jizzing on the guy in front of you. Yeah.
yeah.
About the same
Were you
thing in the
guys-
election.
Not
but,
the
you
same
know,
thing. Yeah, our election's about
Yeah.
jizzed on everybody.
You come for the information. You leave with.
You leave with a
something
story.
extra. Yeah. We're happy to help.
Well, we say you the
Did
whole
you guys-
tea, but you're only going
did
to
you
need
guys
the
watch
edge.
Did you watch that night? Did you guys watch?
Till
A
about
little bit.
11 o'clock, and I couldn't
Yeah.
stay awake any longer.
as the
Exactly
state,
the
as
The whole
the,
band.
as the
I've-
map turned red.
I
You can't
fell
watch it
asleep
without
at 8.
listening to their.
Was it you,
stupid
Dave, that
shite.
said you fell asleep one year and woke up the next day and shit, it changed?
Well, that was how it was in 2020. I went to
Yeah.
bed and Michigan was pink, and then I got up and it was dark blue.
Blue.
So
Yeah,
was
and I was
interesting.
Steve hadn't seen this. I posted a couple things here. Everybody's saying, well, "How come we're missing 20 million votes from 2020 and any other vote?" But well, let's get through this first.
Well, 20.
when
look, by this
they
bu-
said, what's his name, had 80 million the one year?
Yeah.
by this
he got-
graph down here, it looks like 2020's got 2016's votes and 2012's added to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Malia made the point. This is interesting because Malia's made the point a couple of times that Biden apparently got more votes than Obama. And if you look at this graph, that kind of reflects that information.
And
But
Harris
then again,
and Hillary
if you look
Clinton.
at the Republican vote, it's also twice what the Republican vote was that same year.
Yeah, you go
So-
down, it looks like 59 million, 69 million, 69 million, 69
Yeah, but I've
million,
never believed that
81
Biden got
million,
more votes
and then we're
than
back to
Obama.
66 million.
But look at this graph, though. I mean, both of them are twice. It's as if they let everybody vote on their phones or something that year. Is
They
what it
did.
looks
They mailed.
like.
They sent everybody in the mail. It
Where
was
they
during
just-
COVID.
You could just make a phone call and say, "Yeah, I want Biden or I want Trump."
I mean, even look at. I put California up there just because it amazed me. As blue as California is, if you go all the way to the bottom, look how much California turned red. Just
Well,
amazing.
I mean, you
nine-
can only tug at people's.
Well,
You can only take enough.
Because all the Mexicans want some jobs, Dave.
that's right. It's the economy, stupid. I don't care what anybody says. It's the economy.
Money.
Yeah.
If
It's
you
all
ain't got money in your
driven.
pocket, you ain't happy. 4 years ago, you had money in your pocket. You paid $1.90. I seen this one too the other day. It said, "Hey, everybody, tonight, roll back your clocks. Truck 1, roll your clocks back to your eggs are 59 cents and gas is $1.79."
Well, it's true though. I miss
Yeah,
those
gas
prices.
already went down.
What gets me still, though, is diesel is what gasoline is made from. It's
Byproduct.
refined from diesel to make
Yep.
gas. So it should cost more to make gas than it does diesel. But when you're at the pump, diesel's $1 more.
Aren't you glad you just bought a new diesel?
Right, yeah, I love it. $150 to
That's
fill
where
that
that whole
whole bitch up.
conversation
Could you,
come from.
Dave?
I love it. I love
Said,
it.
how's that diesel running?
But hey, I get 600 miles to a tank, Dave.
That's because it's a 50-gallon fucking tank.
45
Yeah.
gallon tank.
But the problem is you don't want to fill it up after half because it gets into the hundreds.
Oh, yeah. I told you it's $150, $148.
I mean, mine will
know.
go up over 100 easy, so I can.
So-
just imagine.
And I got to put def in it. Oh shit!
Oh,
Some bitch be deleted. It'll be deleted by next year.
never
You
get away
watch.
from that.
He's got government juice put in his truck. Look at him.
That
All
shit
right,
is moose
stepping it up,
piss,
Bill.
man. You
Right here's
Tell
government
me.
juice, boys.
No,
Yeah.
government juice.
government juice.
That's what that is.
That shit is probably the biggest stupid.
It's
joke.
$4.70 a gallon at the Love's, and I'm like, oh my god.
What's
So
that?
it's
Def?
Jeff.
Yeah, it's it's stupid crazy.
I haven't bought any yet. I only got half a tank of def right now. So
Seems
Pour
like you ought to
water,
be able
and,
to do more with it than just
pour water and a little fertilizer from the hardware store. Mix it together. Pour it in. Same thing.
piss in the damn
How?
tank.
freezes
You'll
up
have
and
these-
fucks everything up in the truck.
Oh, Jeff. God, please do away with that bullshit. But then again,
So, do we want to read these 6 or 7 notes
Well, hold
before
on.
the
We,
thing?
we didn't get to everybody really. Yeah, here we asked you how your birthday was, and we jumped right in because we're limited on time. But how was your week, Malia?
Oh, mine's been good.
How was yours, Bill?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back after these messages.
And cut.
So silly.
And once again, I didn't put that.
Yeah, I'm
Put
waiting for
that
my
picture.
YouTube sign.
I'm
Everybody
sorry.
on YouTube.
You're putting a
So my
flash head
week's
up,
been
aren't you?
great.
Oh Lord.
I've been
Yeah.
between Michigan and Fort Wayne this week.
How many times?
Too many.
Hey, give me some good weed, would you?
God, you know what? You could blindfold me and take me to Michigan, and I could tell you the minute we.
Oh yeah.
cross state line. Well,
Well,
actually, it's not quite as much like that as it used to be. But
well,
these people up there are smoking that shit
in the
driving down
'90s,
road.
dude, you knew when you hit Michigan.
In the 90s, the
Oh, well,
roads
you
were-
definitely speed up once you get to Michigan. It's like all of a sudden you're like, "Rrrr." It's like
Well, you do.
everyone goes much faster.
I can remember when it was
everyone.
55 for semis. Up
I
there.
run
Oh, yeah.
68, and that's all I can do.
Yeah, me too.
My truck's governor at 68 now.
Traffic
We should've
definitely
seen
flies
it
by
coming.
you up there.
By the way, guys, the live shot is clear as the bell.
It
So-
should
Not
be.
blurry.
It is. No, everybody looks
blurry.
good. I see Malia putting chapstick on and repeat, and
You've actually got it playing using up
I'm
your
putting
internet.
I got
Chapstick
it
on
off
too.
to the on. I got it on another computer off to the side.
So it's on delay. It's like delayed.
Yeah, it's
It has
delayed
got
quite
a
a bit.
terrible
but-
delay to
Oh
it.
wow, that's funny. I couldn't watch it.
I got to pause where we first started, and Dave's going,
Well, you put a cat on there, Steve. I didn't even see that. Snuck a cat in on me.
"Okay, little pussy never hurt nobody, Dave."
I don't know about that. It made me go broke more than once.
I was gonna say I spent a lot of money.
How about you, Malia? Any good
I'm
college
not even
stories?
getting on this.
Any good college stories?
No, I had
Oh
kids.
God! About every gal. Well, one time at band camp. No,
Mm-mm.
There
I
you
had
go,
kids
Steve.
early.
She's a straight
I had kids in
shooter.
high school. I had kids in high school. I was already bad before college.
Oh God, I remember girls getting two girls.
Hey,
I
puss
remember.
leg
I
plan
mean-
up. Look at him. Okay, here we go. I can't get my daggone
So,
mouse
yeah.
to work.
Still ain't ordered a new mouse, huh?
Yes, I did, and it still ain't here.
Well, do we want to
Amazon.
read this article, CBS News? You want me to read it, Malia, or you got it?
Yeah,
You go
for
ahead and get it,
No, you
Bill.
got it.
All right. Well, we
Yeah.
got an article here, CBS News by Graham Cates, dateline November 8th, 2024.
Sorry, Ashley.
The article is
She's apologizing, Ashley.
Oh.
This ain't CDL Life.
I know. Sorry, Ashley.
I went. I
CDL
went a
Life
legit
doesn't give a
place. I went
shit who
CBS
president is.
News.
But this article is titled "Map Shows Trump's 2024 Election
There you
Victory
go.
Came as Voters Shifted Red Across the Country." I'll have these notes in the on the website and linked in the description.
And
at
when
some
you get
point.
in the show notes, you'll see dates down there. You can actually click on to other dates. It'll bring up. So
yeah,
you
there's
can go-
there's links all over this too that you can click on to get more interesting information.
Yep.
But I'll read on. While the 2024 presidential election was among the closest in recent history, with President-elect Donald Trump ahead by about 3 percentage points over Vice President Kamala Harris, Trump's vote share grew in a diverse array of regions across the country and across different demographic groups. It's the first time in Trump's 3 campaigns for the White House that he's topped his opponent in the popular vote, and only the second time since 1988 that any Republican has done so. In 2016, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton won almost 66 million votes, which is 48%, compared to Trump's nearly 63 million, which comparatively was 46%. But Trump won the Electoral College in 2020. He lost both the Electoral College and popular vote to President Biden, who received about 81 million votes, which was 51% nationwide, compared to Trump's 74 million. Now, yeah, compare those numbers to earlier.
Any
numbers.
other election, the last 5
Yeah.
elections.
I
or
mean,
6,
both
there's something funny there.
both
It looks pretty close to me, Dave. That's a Stevie Wonder set.
Stevie Wonder. Gosh, it's like he was the only blind guy in the world.
That
Okay, Ray
wandered.
Charles. Hell,
There you go. Trump's victory in 2024 was driven by improvements in support in a vast majority of countries nationwide. More than 9 in 10, according to data from countries where at least 95% of votes have been counted as of Friday. Trump's improvements crossed regions and included urban, suburban, and rural gains. Trump even fared better in most places where a majority of voters preferred Harris, like New Jersey or across the Hudson River in his hometown of New York City. The Garden State, a longtime Democratic stronghold, swung markedly in Trump's favor. For instance, the latest data showed Trump with a slim 3% lead in suburban Passaic County, where he got just 41% of the vote in 2020. In New York City, where Trump grew up and spent most of his life before entering politics, he didn't just surpass his two previous results. His roughly 30% vote share topped every Republican candidate since Ronald Reagan 40 years ago.
The Gipper.
And they made fun of him for going to the Bronx and doing a rally.
Nearly 2,000 miles away, Maverick County, Texas, a majority Latino border county that Biden carried easily in 2020, swung even more, about 28 points. Trump in 2024 outperformed Biden's 2020 showing, and Harris fared worse than Trump did in 2020.
That's because Trump was going to give them Mexicans a job building a wall.
Or a ride home.
Free.
That's so bad.
We're going to get a ride home. Oh.
Well, some are going to get a ride home here.
Well, it's funny.
Not Mexicans necessarily.
It's funny on the news. Iran and China's already called, hey, I think we can work together. We'd really like to sit down and talk, And Russia says, yeah, we can do a meeting here. There's
like,
who was it talking about, instead of building a wall, building a highway that goes straight from Mexico to Canada? Who was talking about that?
That would be 1940. They started that. 30. Yeah.
With no exits, you can't get off. You just drive.
Yeah.
Just rest areas.
No getting gas. No nothing.
No gas stations. Yeah. Just
built in, like the one on the way in Ohio where you feel like you can't get out and get anywhere.
Yeah, you got to drive the service plaza.
The turnpike. Yeah.
Yep. So
those I don't mind, long as Pennsylvania is the one that's bad about it.
That's the oldest one too.
Where you got to go, if you're going north or south, east or west, there's only one service plaza for both sides. So you got to go up, curl around, and
there are a few of those.
You're about to get lost trying to get to the gas station.
Anyway, the article goes on how U.S. presidential votes shifted from 2020 to 2024. And there's some illustration to go along with this part. When you look, you'll notice darker shades of red on the map indicate counties where the vote margin shifted significantly toward the Republican candidate, while darker blues represent counties with a strong shift toward the Democrat candidate. You can click over in any one of the counties to see more information. I'm hoping that works when I get it on the website, because it is actually pretty interesting.
It works on here.
CBS News exit polls from the last two elections show Trump gaining among both men and women this year. In 2020, Trump won men by a hair, 49% to 48%. But in 2024, his campaign efforts to woo men appear to have paid off. His support for men grew to 55%. In 2020, Trump managed to win 43% of women voters. In 2024, despite Democrats' focus on women voters and abortion access, which boosted them in midterm election races.
We wonder why.
We'll get to that. Trump still increases his numbers with women, notching up that figure 2 ticks to 45%. Trump made gains among core groups within the traditional Republican coalition, such as evangelical voters, but he also increased his support among groups Democrats have relied on, including young voters and Latino voters, such as those in Maverick County, and another form of Democratic stronghold, Florida's Miami-Dade, which Mr. Biden won in 2020 with 53%. This year, Trump carried the county with about 55% of the vote, becoming the first Republican to win there since 1988.
So that's
And-
108% swing.
Yep. All them Cuban people done seen what I ain't gonna say. Go ahead.
Or 100, I guess 102% swing. Yeah.
Hey,
That cat got your tongue.
Yeah, no,
That cat that was posted.
I'm censoring myself. I know you guys find that hard to believe.
We do. We do.
Like that, what happened
You
on the
censoring
She
TV ride?
do. He do.
Well,
He
little
do.
Tommy,
Figured out the word
most
yet.
of those people in Miami-Dade, since I've catered it and got to know most of them Cubans, already lived under a dictator once and seen what it was like, and noticed
I'll
after
tell you what.
I
love going down there
COVID.
and getting Cuban food, Dave.
I know some.
They serve black beans with everything.
They do.
the coffee, dude.
And plantain.
the Coffee.
It's good, and them sandwiches. Oh, get you a Cuban sandwich with the ham and bacon. Oh, they're just.
You knew we get the
But
food
then
somehow.
again,
Okay.
the food. We can always make it about food. We would go to the Republican National Convention talking about what the food was like.
Yeah, I don't care about the color.
We don't give a shit about what went on.
Where's the shrimp at?
Yeah.
Give me
I
some
mean-
short ribs, damn it.
But yeah, like I said, there is some charts that go along with this article that I think are very interesting in the way. Well, take it or leave it. Take it with a grain of salt, because the reality is polls have turned out to be just absolutely unreliable at
Nailed it,
best
didn't we?
and absolute bullshit at worst. So, I mean, take it for what it is, because it was interesting, but then again, when you look back on it, it was pretty obvious the mistakes that the
Hey,
Democrats made.
the government's been lying to us for years. I just watched a big thing on Roswell.
Well, I had Bill watch a thing about World War II with why we're fighting Russia right now and what's going on with that. And it's been going on a long time. This is nothing new. But we're
Yeah.
the war machine.
Yeah,
I
we're
heard
the-
something on the radio tonight. I ran into the store before I come back when we got on here, and there was somebody. They were talking about there's a big stink already with Trump because he did a conference call with some other country, and Elon Musk was on with him on the
Yeah, I heard
conference
about
call.
it. Yeah, I heard it this morning.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter what he does. There's going to be a big stink with everything. Everything he does, just like the last
it's
time.
all business.
They're going to bitch
Yeah,
and
so,
moan
yeah.
and complain. So, but it is what it is. But you know what, guys?
Sounds like a big happy family.
Bill's still looking at that calendar that says 9th through 10th, seeing how he got it fucked up.
No, I'm watching our stream statistics. Just
Oh,
thinking maybe somebody.
well, there's
watched it.
nobody watching because there's nobody commenting. If there's anybody
Wow.
out there, just say hi.
I
Come
can
on.
actually see the number of people that are watching.
It's just us.
and it's 0. So,
That's because they're going to be here tomorrow at 8, Bill.
They're going to watch it on repeat tomorrow. It won't be
Yeah,
live
I
stream, but
had
they'll
the
be able to
wrong
see it tomorrow at
time.
8. So
well, if they
Tomorrow's when we get all the dirty emails and calling us.
I gotta go to
buttholes
work tomorrow anyway, so it don't
I
matter.
feel like our audience will agree with the results for the most part.
Well, I talked to Mom earlier. She's already down in Houston for Monday delivery. Taking a
Yeah.
restart.
I had to give up my Thursday one because I'm off Friday because I'm doing my celebration this weekend or Friday, and since I turned the big 6'5", I made my appointment to go down and see Social Security.
What'd your
Get on
neighbor get you,
Medicaid.
Dave?
What?
What'd your neighbor get you?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't talked to her. She ain't called this week. Normally she calls every week.
Maybe
ain't
she
called.
needs
too
help
old
in the
for her
shower.
Yeah, I'm too old for her now. She just wants you young guys.
She likes them young guys. Yeah. Hold my walker.
No, bend her over, Walker.
I was gonna say those things can hold a lot of weight.
Oh,
Tennis balls
my.
get good traction. I'll tell you right now, Dave.
Oh, they do. Just make sure the wheels are locked. because
Yeah.
Feels real good.
you can get some pretty good leverage on one of them bad boys, especially the ones that got
Welcome
the
to-
handlebars
welcome
sticking
to
out.
Three
You can
Fat
grab
Truckers,
hold of
Malia.
it.
Mm-hmm. Guys are terrible.
Geriatrics Anonymous.
That's right. we don't.
Well, like I was telling the boys last weekend, I said, I don't mind riding with you 23 and 28-year-old boys, but you got to remember, I'm 65 years old. Kind of take it a little easy.
You are 65 now.
I am 65 now. Yep.
See, when I was growing up, guys your age, Dave,
Guys,
we're out riding four-wheelers.
full of
they weren't
shit,
outright.
Dave.
they were
Sitting on the
Let me
front
tell
porch.
you
smoking a
something. Back
cigarette.
in my day,
they were
we
sitting
walked
on
to
something.
school. We walked to school uphill both ways in the snow in Florida.
Barefooted.
Yeah, my
Barefooted.
grandfather, I mean, he passed away at 66, and for 10 years prior to that, he sat in a rocking chair in the corner of the kitchen drinking wild
That's my
Irish
age.
Rose and spitting into a can. So I hope I don't have anybody.
The question, Bill, did he hit the can?
Every time. Well, he'd pick it up and spit into it.
Oh,
Oh,
And
Did he have his clothes on, or was he like you, or do you get that from him? Like you have to.
oh here
strip
she
down?
goes. She's
I
zinging
don't
them
get
out.
anything from anybody, and you loved it, and you know it.
Hey,
You need
Malia,
to stop, you need
duck.
to stop lying.
Duck and jab, duck and jab.
And as I lose more weight now
Breakfast
that
Bill,
I know
come
how
on.
popular these pictures are, you're gonna get them more. I might even make a website and another.
Don't make
Facebook
me.
page.
don't
Well,
make
you
me.
do it
post-
for work too. You know, on your
before you
camera.
got on here, Malia, he's like, I wonder if she's in Michigan. Get on and see where she's at. She's probably posted something. And I'm like,
I said, look for the
Nope.
last place she ate.
last place she ate was IHOPs 2 days ago. She's slacking.
I know. It's funny because if I don't post something for a day or so, I usually get someone message. I've had a couple people message me in the last couple of days. Are you okay?
Oh, you
Yeah.
wait.
'Cause I haven't
If you don't
posted,
put
but-
something on there, I'm going to go, so what the hell was for breakfast today? Come on.
Some
Hey,
people
Bill.
might be like clinging to that. You know,
Hey, Bill,
that
don't
makes
make
their
me-
day.
don't make me post the beach picture.
Oh God.
Peach picture.
Bill
There's
sent me
a
a picture
picture
of
of
him
me
at the
down in
beach 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Oh, I remember that picture. He
Yeah,
sent
I
it to
got
me
it.
one
That was
time.
about 6 years ago now,
I-
but
It ain't been that long. It was right when
longer
we
than
started the
3.
podcast.
It reminded me of that commercial they used to have, like on the back of the cartoon comic page, where the skinny guy got big guy, muscle guy, come
Oh,
up and
and-
kick sand in
and
his
they kick
face. And he's
sand
like,
in his
I'm going
face.
to work out. And he's comes walking up to him, you know.
for perspective, I was 324 pounds in that picture. I'm 282 now. So
And he's still full
So
of
you
shit.
just took a healthy dump. That's all you done.
that was a wake up call because I look like a beach whale standing up in flip flops.
The only thing missing from him and them strippers down there in Cocoa Beach was the harpoon marks.
Speaking of that, Dave, you never commented on my thing I put on the 3 fat truckers. Everybody
What
else did.
thing?
The picture of the fat trucker on the pole, and it says, will work for bologna sandwich. I said,
Yeah.
Dave's at it again.
I didn't see it.
Reminds me of old Boom
Old
Boom.
Tom Reef commented, and he's
Oh,
like, oh,
my.
yeah.
Old Boom Boom.
I thought
You
for
know-
sure Malia would say something.
I knew
I
we were
did-
going to do this election one, but I come across some old truck songs that I forgot about, and we talked about when we did the truck songs.
Yeah.
And it was the one where the guy's talking on the CB, and he said, "I'm 10-4, I'm driving down the road." "Yeah, buddy, this is flash lightning behind you. Just come on, bring it up here. I'll
remember
be
that
your front door." And then he gets up there, and it's a cop, and he says, "Yeah, I've got 9 trucks this week, thinking you guys are all running 40 mile an hour. You're gonna be sitting in jail for." You remember that?
Yep, I remember that one.
Yeah, I haven't heard it for years. I caught it this week. It was on one of the goofy shows I listened to, and I'm like, God, I forgot all about that stupid song.
Wow.
I
Well-
forget his name. I have to think about it. Good
That's
luck.
40 minutes, guys.
That's 40 minutes.
So,
That's 40 minutes.
Real quick, one at a time here. Malia, are you happy with the outcome of the election? Yes or no?
Yes.
Bill, yes or no?
I'm
Dad said yes or no. I don't want no fucking details.
I'm happy now. Yeah.
What
Dave,
a
I
freaking
choose to be
weenie.
happy. It's
Get
just
on
never
him,
gonna
girl.
be
Get on
simple
him.
with me.
I'm sorry.
You can't say yes or no.
I said wiener.
Well, there's a disclaimer, and
It's like, sorry,
Dave,
I called
yes.
you that.
yes,
Huh? Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
yes. Now,
Yes.
time will tell when he gets in,
Yeah.
actually gets sworn in and everything,
He's only got 4 years.
what
He
kind
ain't
of
got
big
nothing.
changes we're going to get. Because the last time he got in there, it was wham, bam, boom, boom,
Oh,
boom,
they
boom. The first
they
6
tried
months
from the
was just
first
hammered.
out trying to get him out. Yeah.
Well, this time he's going to be able to get his own people put in place. Last time he kind of had to bow to
He didn't
the
know what to do,
Republican
yeah.
establishment, and had to put the people in place.
I did hear something today that he's going to do. He's going after the what's the bad guys in Mexico who keep shipping the people? Cartels, and they're taking all their money. They found their money, and they're giving it all to the people that have been hurt or been people that has been murdered or hurt, and so they're automatically. That's one of the first things he's going to do. He said that something about that today. So I don't know all the details on it, but
the one thing I heard going around, and I don't know if it's true, because typical internet bullshit. What do you think about somebody was saying after you turn 65, you shouldn't have to pay any more taxes? You've already paid your taxes.
Well, we never paid our taxes on Social Security before until Bill Clinton come to office, and then he started it. And Trump said on the campaign trail, all Social Security will not be taxed again. That's one of the things. And he will not tax overtime. And he's getting rid of all the tips being taxed. If you're getting a tip, you don't pay tax on the tip. On overtime, any overtime will be tax-free, and everybody that made 65, or everybody that's on Medicaid, basically, or Medicare. No, Social Security.
If he's able to pull off half of this, he's going to make a real difference in people's lives.
That does, because those are the people that need it.
Yes.
I know.
We've been.
That's going to be you and me for you now, me in about 10 years.
No, I got another 2 years.
The middle class has kind of taken it in the hind end for everybody else for a very long time now. And, enough
Leah,
is
that's
enough.
you in 25 years.
Yeah.
Shit, that's me in 30 years.
In 1 year, in 10 and a half months, I can collect my full Social Security and work. I can collect Social Security now.
Truckers.
But I can collect my full Social Security and still work with no limits. If I take it now, I can only make $25,000.
So what are you going to buy with your $200 a month?
It's not funny, man.
By the time me and you get there, Bill, it's going to be that. What'd you buy?
Oh, he bought a toy.
Steak.
I'm buying. I'm doing
half
recording.
beef.
I'm working on the new studio. So.
All right. Well, we got to get out of here, kids. Get a hold of us. Let us know what you think, as usual. We always enjoy. Yeah, all the Facebook. You can comment directly on the website.
We get stuff on TikTok. I get stuff on TikTok too. I know I don't tell you,
Dave,
but
Dave makes a lot of TikTok videos.
TikTok is the same thing with Instagram. Instagram, TikTok's and X. People are actually making remarks and stuff. So
I guess we are on all the socials. I'm just not. So nobody else.
Bill is our social queen. Not.
There you go.
Technology, not on technology.
You guys suck.
Daggum technology.
Yeah, I'll say something. He goes, "I'm not on there. I don't know."
Yep. So.
Well, I was surprised you even got that messenger little ditty I sent you.
Well, it lit up, and then I know in the back of my head, they think I never look at anything, so I better.
He does get on.
We know.
He does get on TikTok because he does make TikToks occasionally.
I will.
I have not looked at. I'm sorry, I have not looked at TikTok for 4 months, dude.
Yeah, and you're the I
don't even have it on my phone no more.
Got me into TikTok, and
because
then you're just
it'll take over your life, dude.
Well, the first thing you got to do is turn the notifications off of everything.
Yeah.
I do. I do.
Yeah.
I do.
You can't have that on at all.
No.
That doesn't even work. Anyway,
I don't even know when Malia goes out to eat for breakfast.
That's because you unfollowed her. Anyway,
shut up, Bill. Don't tell her.
Exactly. Already seen.
All right, kids, let's get out of here.
I'm
We'll
gonna
be
start
back.
Posting pictures of you in your bikini, Bill. Every time she puts something to eat on.
Oh yeah, I'll beat you to it. I got the bit in my mouth now. We'll see you in a week, folks. Until then, I've been Bill.
And still your buddy Dave back from four-wheeling.
And Malia.
That didn't get to go.
And Steve was on time. Thanks for stopping by.
Invite me.
Have a great week.
See you, folks.
Bye.